Howdy folks, welcome back. I hope you're doing well, staying safe. I'm just going to move the mic back. It looks a little bit high. I got this replay. It's my third or fourth game in the boat. I'm up tiered a bit. And there's a CV in the game. And I'm going to show more about in detail what my thought process was for the FR25 and why I think she's better than the tier 9 Paolo Emilio. And what you see in front of you, I'm never going to say out loud because that annoys me on YouTube channels. So I decided that I'm going to Yolo right here and have some fun with this brief Frederick. And it didn't even occur to me, even though I had this boat, how dumb you can be. Yeah, you'll never guess what she turns on. Hydro. Oh, crap. My bad. I'm not even going to attempt to waste my time here. I am bugging out. I am going to lose 3/4 of my health for this stupidity. I wanted to put this replay in for two reasons, but this is how not to play the FR25 at all. The new German battle cruisers secondaries are no joke. Not to mention her main guns, and she waits and waits and boom. Yeah, that hurt. So I'm not going to die here, but it's one of those, screwed up. Got a little over anxious. I have no idea why I made that mistake. So the biggest issues with this boat is actually not aircraft. I have the Dazzle. If you look at my my detailed review I just put up before this, Dazzle makes a huge difference for DDs. I had now put it on just about all of my DDs from tier 6 up in the Italian line, the entire thing. You'll see Dazzle there with the little ship and it's counting down. Plus my speed boost. It reduces the ability of people to hit you by 20%. Not good for the scenario I just did. But the biggest challenge you have with this tier 7 boat is going to be hydro and radar. I don't know you guys, but I'm up tiered all the time. I think my stats on my Excel sheet puts me being up tiered 92% of the time in my games. I have CVs well over 60% of the time. And I'm up tiered, double tiered, over 35 or 40% of the time. It is brutal. I do keep track of it and see how bad it is. I don't know. Matchmaking is about the only thing that really kind of irks me in a game. If you're in a tier 7 boat, it's a tier 9 match, or tier 8, it's tier 10, you get the idea. Tier 6, it's tier 8. But this boat, my mistake, I learned. So what am I doing? Am I bugging out? Not quite. I got two hydro boats over here, the Frederick, the Prince Heinrich, and the York. So I am literally leaving this area. Each one of those guys could spot me, and the next time I do that stupid little move, I'm going to die. But I look on the other side, there's two Massachusetts, I'll talk about that in a minute, and Amalfi, and my counterpart at tier 7, that's the, can't remember his name, but he's the other Italian destroyer there, the Latrango, I can't remember. I don't have that boat yet. But I can outgun him. He can't gun me, but I can outgun him. That is the weakness. So even CVs right now are not really a problem. I can outrun them. I can outmaneuver them. I don't think I've actually been hit overall by a CV in this boat, so which is pretty good. So I'm maneuvering to come across. I'm also noticing where the CV's planes are coming from the minimap and by watching. At this point, my gut's telling me the CV is the only thing in their cap. So I'm like, okay, I'll hang around here. I'm not sure what our CV's doing, but fair enough. At this point, even though we're up by over 100 points, we have so many low ships, and they're pushing up so hard and left. My first thought was, ugh, and if this CV turns hard right, we lose our CV too. So I kind of look at seeing, what have I got to go against? Then I noticed that the tier 7 destroyer is about to come out. I'm not sure about his build, but I'm going to start shooting him. Boom. Would like to have killed him, but apparently I'm minimum spotting him. I really do wish Wargaming put a stat on there that shows you, or a dot or something, that you are the one, spotting. They will dump those torpedoes to help out our team. Now, I've only got 660 damage so far. I've lost 3/4 of my health. And the Amalfi's gone. That was my next thing to worry about. I was actually going to turn to the right and keep the island between me and him until my torpedoes reloaded and then try to kill him. I have a good indication in my head that the CV is actually in the cap. And here's where the, Tier 7 Paolo Emilio, the FR25, really kicks in a really great way. Get my free speed boost. And the Massachusetts team I talked about earlier, these guys, if I remember correctly, in their division, they have something like 40,000 games each. They have more games in their two Massachusetts than I have combined in Rando, so they're actually pretty good. But my team, the one person at the top, they're kind of holding them off, and I realized I only have a CV to deal with. Now, I know that we're winning, and it looks great, and they're looking at everything. But I was a little nervous here because, quite frankly, our team was backing up, and I was worried about a crossfire. If you got people who are, and I didn't realize that until after the game, these two Massachusetts players, if they take out this Mahan, they have clear shots with nothing in front of them, and they'll be able to put my team in a crossfire. So my first thought was, ouch, not good. So we're speed boosting. Now, if you look at this boat, I'm getting close to 50 knots in this thing, which is fantastic. I decided to put out some torpedoes that way just to see if they actually come this way overall. I like using this boat with defensive torpedoes. They reload, well, under a minute now, which is fantastic. Now I still have a speed boost after this and actual smoke, which is great. Now I know Mr. CV's down here, and I got 45 seconds, and there he is. Now, Russian CVs get one drop. So I'm going to keep just boogieing down here. I already know this CV's dead. Even my low health, there's nothing he can do. He can try all he wants. Taking a quick look to see how long my smoke's going to last. I want to make sure that it's mutual detection before I come at him. Now I let him see me, thinking I'm going to the right, and then I'm going to turn. My gut told me he was going to turn to starboard to the right. There's Dazzle. Now this guy is certifiably panicking. You just kind of alter your course a bit. I have a general idea. My gut told me he was going to turn to the right, and I was correct. Now, everyone might say, hey, go to my right and torpedo him. But his guns are on each side, so I'm trying to get as close as possible to make my shot count. Now he sees me. Those skip bombs are irrelevant. He can keep turning all he wants. These secondaries can't do that much damage to me. That's why I did this pattern. And my sound went out for a quick second. Sorry about that. And you're gone. From 660 to 34,220 in one shot. Welcome to the Tier 7 Paolo Emilio. I actually turn, relax. He shoots and misses me. I love it. His secondaries hit me, but none of his planes did, which is fantastic. Now I'm just going to sit here, relax, enjoy the cap circle, maybe go for a swim, because there's nothing anyone can do. I saw this video in a Jingles video one time where a guy did this where all of his ships were dead except for a couple, and he just sailed to the middle into a cap, down to like 80 points. The enemy team's winning by like 800. And he wins. It was awesome. So I'm just kind of sitting here relaxing, put out some defensive torpedoes, chilling, taking my time. So this is basically how to, Paolo Emilio in an FR25, how to do it and how not to do it. I'm hoping I demonstrated the extremes. Again, I love this boat. A lot of fun. It's good to play. As always, leave a comment down below. I do appreciate it. And take care of yourself. Stay safe. I wish you all the best and look forward to seeing you again. So bye for now.